Welcome to Zelly's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, boy, guess who's back? Yeah, baby, it's me. I'm back in Astroneer and there's a brand new update. I've got no idea what it's called, but I played the tutorial, haven't I? So I know I have to press this button, right? Don't I? Right, I'm gonna press it. Oh yeah. Box there. Then that thing, then this thing. Right, I need resin. Ooh. Ow. Yes. Oh, it looks like macaroni and cheese. But it as much as I can. Oh no, I only need one. Now soil. Oh, it's been a while since I played. People say I talk too much, but... I don't really think I do, but I've got enough soil now. Yes! Right, too flat, here I come. Booyah! This is easy. Wait a minute, that's not flat. Right, try this technique. Wish it round a bit, come on, you can do it. Just a bit more. Good. Why can Rosalie Gaming not interfering now for don't get this now, Carl? Oh, come on, give me a break. Right, I've had enough now. I can't do it. I hate you, Wall. Right, you've had it. Yeah, here we go. What do you think of that then? Get some! Yeah, not so cocky now, are ya? Whee! Why won't you work? Go flat for me, come on!
Hey, what's going on here?
It won't go flat.
It's not working for you, buddy?
It's broken. It won't go flat, that one.
Well, have no fear, Rosalie Gaming's here. I've got something to show you that's really going to help you out in making these flats.
Really? That bit there? You can get it flat for me? That one?
Every single piece.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Show me! Quick! Oh no, it's him again!
Welcome back to Zelly's Guide to the Galaxy, and I'm going to be teaching you about soil. Now take my cubey friend who's made out of soil with his also smooth sides and sharp edges, is also made out of volley cubes. Confused? Well, don't be. This whole solar system and every planet is made out of giant cubes. Oh yeah. Now these cubes give us the angles that we need to make true flats. So if you were to take a planet, scoop off the top, place down a half, go ham with your train tool and reach for the stars, you'd notice as you climb up, the planet would rotate, gravity would take hold and, well, yeah. So understanding where you can find these true flat zones. So if you were to take a compass that is naturally spawned on the north side being on the right, place your hab on the true west point, go right around the planet placing habs on the straights, you would end up with 8 in circumference. That's a whole lot of true flat zones. Now these true flat zones mean that your feet are flush with the floor. Now with knowing this is a 3D planet and these giant cubes being everywhere, you can make a absolute whopping 30 true flat zones. So we're going to head out to one of those zones now, right near the habitat where we first spawn, and we're going to teach you how to make true flats with no mods, straight from the word go. Hey Pajamas, how you doing, buddy? Now folks, Pajamas is going to be showing us how to get true flats straight off the bat with no mods at all. Now the first technique he's going to be showing us is something called punch and pull, where he's going to put a hole 3 to 4 blocks deep into the terrain. He's going to pop into that hole and it's going to give him the best vantage point of the sides of the cubes. Now he's going to be focusing on this one here and working his way down. So at the top there he needs to take the excess off from the cube above. So as he brings that down, it's going to pull that cube that he's originally looking at a bit tighter, as you can see there. Now the top is a bit further down and you can notice this from the slopes, the angles. Now he's going to have to find another focal point, which is just here, and that's the cube he's looking at. Now it's got a slope to it and it's sloping down. Now those triangles do make a difference, and that will tell you what level you're aiming for. So if it's too high, you'll need to come down. If it's too low, you'll need to go up. Now keeping the reticle at a distance, you have got a better ability of manipulating it. Now that 90 degree looks kind of good, so he's going to pull it out and see if it fits. And there we go. True flat is achieved. Now once you've got true flat, it opens up the ability to get any other flat instantaneously, and we will talk about that very shortly. But great job, Pajamas. Now you've just got to get out of that hole. Nice, buddy, you made it. Now that Pajamas is out of that hole, he's going to be showing us our next technique called Tabletop. Now Tabletop is the complete opposite of punch and pull, as we are going to be adding terrain. 1 to 2 blocks high should do it. Going to bring out 2 mounts, and this highlighted area is the excess that he needs to take off to get the full cube below. So he's going to be working off these different light angles, and he's got a triangle there that he's going to be using to focus on. So that one's a lot lighter and a bit shinier, so he's going to bring that one out, and that's usually an indication of when you're near a flat. Now we're not flat here, so looking at the shades, we're going to need to bring it up a bit. And there you go. As you bring it up, it starts to go lighter. Return to the original source that we were focusing on, and there we go. We've got a nice platform of true flat. Now that you've mastered true flat, I'm going to show you how to advance in making instant angles and flats at your will. Hey, over here. Psst. Hey folks, how you doing? Well, I hope you understood that and it all sunk in, because it's really going to help you to build amazing things in your world. So take those techniques, develop true flat, and come on down, and I'm going to show you what you can do with a small space. So I hope you find this as a bit of inspiration to make the best thing you can possibly make in this game. So come on down and show me what you got. Well folks, I don't know what you thought about that, but that was just a slither of inspiration, I hope, to what you can do with such a small space in this game. But open it up, open your mind, and create wacky inventions like this tech tree, and really develop how you play this game. And I hope I can change that way. As I've always said, if you run out of things to do in Astroneer, you've run out of imagination. Yes! It is finally time to get pumped, as we are getting ready to show you how to get those instant angles from true flat. But first, we're going to be showing you some mods. Now, in any builder's toolbox, they hold a variety of mods they use for different things, such as the wide mod, the alignment mod, the narrow mod, inhibitor, terrain analyzers, and of course dynamite. Now each one has a unique purpose. Now the inhibitor mod is used for painting and for taking stuff from the surface without damaging it, and the terrain analyzers to hold the paint. Now the narrow mod we're going to need for finer detail, and the wide mod for a speedier build, but the alignment mod is a bit of a dark horse. Now it makes true flat. This is not true, is it, Pajamas? No. So this does not help us in our need since we have true flat. But if we mix it with a bit of dynamite, It really does help. There we go, like nothing ever happened. Yes! Come on down, Flatlanders, as I'm about to teach you those fine little skills to get instant flats from an already true flat surface. Now the first one I'm going to be teaching you is the mini pyramid. It is my absolute favourite. Now you need to bring up 1 to 2 blocks high and work your way around. Now this is a perpendicular pyramid, which means it does not run the same way as the compass. It actually runs around the edge of north, east, south and west. Now as you can see, it's forming here, it's got a bit too much on the top, so we're just going to gently feather that down by bringing it around at the sides. Now what is important about a perpendicular pyramid is it will give you sharp edges every time. And there you go, a perfect pyramid with 4 45-degree angles. Now you can use these in a multitude of ways, but some of the most common are tunneling down, so you can find those resources or make your way to the core, or build up to the skies or that next level in your building. So a quick little handy tool in your toolbox when you're building, but it has a little trick up its sleeve. If we place another pyramid over here, evenly spaced, we can make a larger pyramid. So we're going to pick 4 blocks here, one already being the pyramid that we've got, making another pyramid on the opposite side along its lines. We can then make a larger pyramid, and how this works is by connecting the 45's together. So we're going to feather this one down again, getting rid of that little top, flattening the bottom and working them together. So we're going to take this 45 and come this way, making sure that it pops, fixing the floor to make sure those edges stay sharp. Moving on to the second side, doing the same, but we're going to bring this one a bit further up, fixing the floor, and there you go. Back to the original side, add a bit more volume, and then onto the third side. Now I always check the corners, so the edges where they come together. Now just fix the floor, making sure that it pulls that edge tight before we can move on. There's the third side, tidying up, and then onto the final side. Always a quick sweep of the floor, grabbing that corner and bringing it up. Now we're going to get the top to pop. There we go. Fix the floor and any other imperfection around the edges. There's one there. And we are good to go. One larger perpendicular pyramid. Nice. Well, that's great, but what if you don't want to go perpendicular? What will that do for me? Well, that will give you the most beneficial tool to a builder, the steps of true flat or the infinite staircase. Now to approach this one, we have to use our other technique of tabletop. So bringing up one layer of soil and manipulating it until we get a flat level. So again, working on the top and working on the sides and the base, you can get a flat quite quickly. Now the big difference with going this way is it's going to give you the ability to get steps via 45's. It doesn't like to make corners as you go along the compass. So here we're going to tidy up the edge so we can just check, and it is running north to south. Now we're going to have to get this side taken care of. Now just to show you how the compass works, hover over your character and you'll see north, south, east and west. Now we've got to come across this other side to make that other edge. Once these two edges are made, it is really simple to get these steps working. And trust me when I say you can build a flat as high as you like. So we've got our north to south line here. We're gonna make our west to east. And there we go, slowly let those angles bring themselves together. And as you can see, we've got 3 45-degree angles, a face and 2 sides. Now we're going to take this side up quite to the back. We don't want to bring it all the way to the front just yet because we're going to meet it together with this 45. And when these meet together, you will see what happens. it pops and creates a step. Now these steps starts off with a 45, then a flat, then a 45, then a flat, and then another 45, and it repeats this pattern as high as you want to go. Now we're going to take out the first level here on this triangle, so I'm going to put a narrow mod on. This will minimize the damage that I'm going to do to the terrain and give me a bit more control. So we're going to bring out the first platform. Now this is going to bring our first platform, so we're going to make this quite wide so we can get our second tier on. Don't worry if you lose it, just bring in the edge and that pattern should pop back in. Now that we've got the edge, we're going to bring out the second level. Now this really is a simple technique of rinse and repeating, whether you're using it for stairs or to get to a higher level to build a flat. If you're having trouble getting a flat 30 blocks up in the sky, you can just take this ramp all the way up there and get the flat you need. So now we've made that second tier. Again, just fix the 45's, it'll meet together and you can create infinite stairs. We'll pull out this third one, and there you go. Now it's completely up to you how you use this technique, but it gives you infinite amounts of flats and 45's. So it is a very useful tool in the box. So whether you go staircase or whether you go perpendicular pyramid, what about ceilings? Well, that can be a bit tricky. You can build the infinite staircase upside down, but it's a bit of a hassle. So a quick and easy way to do this is using a good old faithful technique called punch and pull. So we're going to smash a hole here in the wall and work on the cube above. Now we've got that level there, we took a bit too much on the back, so we're going to add some and try and get that square shape. So we just look out, we can see it's still angled in, so we're just going to bring it in a little bit, and there we go, it's looking more square. We've gone a bit too far, as you can see there with some of the different creases, so again we're going to work that back up until they fit together. Now once you think you've got a good flat surface, you want to pull that out and try and merge it with other flat surfaces. Again, the surfaces will help each other. Now I'm going to try the corners because it doesn't look flat at the moment, and if you're not too sure, take it to as many edges as possible. And as you can see, it's not snapping correctly, so we're going to return back to the source, the first block that I tried to flatten. And there we go, magically it pulls that flat and gives us a perfect ceiling. Cover everything up and there you go, perfect. So use these techniques in your build and let me know how you get on with them. I would love for all of you to be able to build fantastic buildings and all shapes and sizes. So get out there and show me what you got.
Yeah, is it finished?
Yep.
Oh mate, that was awesome, thanks a lot.
No problems, dude.
Well, I've got to go, my mum shouting me in for me dinner.
Well folks, I hope you've learned something today and can take these techniques and apply them into your own world to create something awesome. And if you really enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, give us a like and leave us a comment of anything you feel like we've missed out. But thank you very much for checking out
Sully's Guide to the Galaxy.
And if you seek any further tutorials on True Flat, how about check up here? My man Not Entropy has made a nice detailed video that you can check out. And let's go #Flatlanders. Till next time folks, ciao!